Hello and welcome to another episode of Fiber Mates. My name is Gay. I'm a technical editor for knitwear designers based in Melbourne, Australia, and the host of this podcast. Before we get started today, I would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I'm recording this podcast on Wurundjeri land. At the beginning of the year, I said I would do smaller episodes, so I could just introduce kind of project at a time and it would be a little bit easier. Now, here we are in June. Okay. I've got so many finished objects that I want to share with you. I decided to break it up into a couple of smaller, discrete episodes. So today I am going to talk to you all about the projects that I have knit from, or am knitting from, the Bendigo project. And that is the brainchild of Susanna Kartinen from Santa & Co, Tess Vandercock from Fluff and Nonsense, Vera Marcu from Vera Loves Knitting, Kath Martin from Kath Martin Designs. She's also a Mindful Melbourne Maker on Instagram. And Shelley Husband, of course, of Shelley Husband Crochet. For the last 2 years, they've released patterns that we have been creating and then meeting up at Bendigo to take a photograph. And the meetup happens on this Saturday. And I think it's this year on Saturday, which is the 18th of July, and that will happen at 2 o'clock. So there's still a bit of time for you to make some of the projects. There are quick ones that I will talk to you about, and that would be still quite doable for the few weeks that we've got left. You might have to focus on it as a monogamous kind of project, but you can do it. My first finished project is what I am wearing, and that is the Noble Sweater by Santa & Co. I'll stand up so you can see it. And I'll back up here. This is magnificent. You can see all my ducktail here hanging out. But it's got a split hem. There is also a version that has a straight hem. So the pattern comes, I'll sit down now so you can see me. The pattern comes with two grading options. So there's one version is graded to standard women's sizing, and another version is graded to men's sizing. So there's options. If you want a bigger fit, you can go with the men's grading. I knit the female grading option with the split hem, and I put the optional turtleneck on it. I made my turtleneck quite a bit smaller than the pattern because I love a more closer fitting turtleneck. I also did something a little bit cheeky. So for modifications, I knit a size 4 body because I wanted that width around my hips, and then I translated that into more of an A-line, and the top is knit in a size 3 stitch count. Construction. This is a bottom-up pattern. So you knit can't remember if it was the front panel or the back panel first. You do the panels for the split hem, or alternatively, you would knit the body. So with mine, you knit the front panel and the back panel and then connect it, and then you work in the round up to here where it's the split for sleeves. Because it's bottom up, you're joining the sleeves. So once you finish the body, you have to knit the sleeves, which are done in a very similar pattern. And then you attach everything all together, and then you do raglan decreases up to the top, and then the turtleneck. Or you could do really any kind of neck. I think a folded neckline would also look very nice in this as a modification for this jumper. I just knit the turtleneck basically until I ran out of yarn. And I love it. This is actually the first time I have put it on. I knit this over the holidays and I finished it in January, and handed it off to Susanna, who then used it as a sample at a lot of the shows, yarn shows, the Australian yarn show in Canberra. It was there. I'm pretty sure it was at Moralbach over in the Yarra Valley. Might have made it over to Adelaide for Fibre Feast. So you might have seen this already if you've attended any of those shows. It was at Coburg as well. Anyway, it's made the rounds. It has finally come back to me and I absolutely love it. So let me talk one more thing about the modifications that I did. At the bottom, again, you'll see where there's this pattern here. The way I modified it is that I spaced the cables in the size 3 spacing, and with the extra stitches I just added more of this texture on the side, and then I figured out the difference in the size stitch counts from the 4 to the 3, and then every so often I just decreased I think 4 stitches at a time all the way up until I had the correct stitch count for the 3 by the time I got here to the underarm. It was not difficult. I probably could have done a bit better of a job if I had, you'll see I think you can see the decreases in the sleeve are a bit more decorative, or maybe not decorative, but evenly spaced, and I kind of wish I had followed that along the side of the sweater as well, but it looks great. I love it. Can we talk about this yarn? Because I'll be honest, when I first knit it and put it on, I thought, oh, this is nice. The yarn is absolutely gorgeous. It is this gray with these flecks of multicolor, but mainly pinks in this version. Although there's blues, purples, greens, yellow, I can see it. I just love it. It's on a gray base. It is from Fiber Art Shed, and I'm pretty sure this one is called High Fae. It is wool and sari silk, and like I said, when I first put it on, I was like, oh, this is really nice, but it was still a bit scratchy. I hadn't blocked it. I'm not sure what happened. Susanna blocked it for me because of the timing. I needed to give her the sweater straight away, and I have to find out what Susanna uses for blocking. Susanna, if you watch this, can you put it in the comments so everyone will know what you use to block this, because this is so soft and there is not a prickle in my neck right now for this turtleneck, because before I thought, oh, I'll just have to wear like a skivvy or a higher neck top underneath, but I wasn't fussed because it is so gorgeous. But now that it's blocked, it is fabulous, and it's got drape. It's an 8 ply, so there's, I think, 200 meters and 100 grams skein. I'll talk about that color in a minute. And I bought this yarn last year at Bendigo, so I was so excited when Susanna told me that her design had this in it, and that's why I had to knit it straight away. And I edited the pattern and cast it on almost instantly after I finished editing because I love this. Look at it. This is going to be my go-to for the winter. We're having a bit of a cold snap in Melbourne right now, and I'm literally not taking this off until probably September. What else? Let me check my notes, make sure I've gone over everything. Yes, I wanted to say softens up once it's blocked. Yes. I got another color, and I'm afraid you're not going to be able to see. Oh, there you go, though. Look at that. You can see all the different colors in this blue. I've got a sweater quantity of it. Can I ask what your favorite cardigans are? I have been wanting some more cardigans in my life. And initially when I purchased this yarn, I was going to make it into a cardigan. Obviously I haven't. So this one is definitely going to be a cardigan. But which one? Oh, I love all the pops of color. Yes, please put it in the comments, your favorite cardigans, so I can have a cardigan exploration day. Yeah, the Noble Sweater by Santa & Co. Now, again, earlier in the year, best laid plans, I had a visit from the amazing Vera Marcu, and we hung out, we went for coffee and knitting, we went to some local yarn shops, and then we sat down and recorded a little mini episode just about her patterns, the Noosa cardigan and the Noosa scarf. So I'm going to take you back to that catch up for a little more information on the Noosa patterns. Hi Vera.
Hello.
This is so fun that we get to hang out, and I'm super excited because we are wearing your newest, latest, I won't say most beautiful pattern. Tell us about it.
Okay, so these are the Noosa cardigan. I'm wearing the Noosa cardigan, and that's the Noosa scarf.
How beautiful is this?
Thank you.
And so light. It's really warm today, the day that we're recording this.
Are we doing this again like last time when it was 40 degrees and we were wearing...
Repeat.
Here we go again. Okay.
Here we go again.
You sweat for your art. You have to.
Really do.
Yes.
Artists suffer.
Yes. Okay, so they are called Noosa because I have moved to Noosa, okay? And I have to tell everyone because I've been dreaming about this for years, okay?
And I think it's amazing, actually. You just love that area and decided to move there, and you've made a home there.
Yes.
Which is incredible.
Now, if you don't know where Noosa is, it's warm. It's a destination for when Melburnians get sick of the cold.
Yes.
In June, July, August, they all go north to Queensland.
Many of my colleagues spend winters up there. So,
yes. And in Noosa, you're not going to need a scarf. I'm sorry.
Even in the winter. It's quite wet. It's very...
This weight, it may
All right.
be.
This scarf is made with 4 balls.
4
balls of what yarn?
Zelana Air.
Which is
cashmere, possum, and is it silk? I hope it's silk and we don't say anything stupid. If it's not silk, she's gonna put it in her notes.
I'll put it in the notes.
Okay. Lace weight.
Lace weight. But it's
that means
so
it's
light.
100 grams because the balls are 25 grams.
Lightweight.
Very lightweight.
But warm.
Yes.
And they have a beautiful range of colors. The Rimu.
They do.
Air. Rimu Air. No.
No Rimu.
Zelana Air. I'm thinking Rimu because I'm knitting.
Yes.
You're
I
crazy
love
about cables
Rimu.
and
Is also amazing.
But how about this one? How about the...
Okay, and this
cardi?
one is the cardi. This is definitely something you can wear in Noosa. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around because the money shot is the back.
Ooh.
Am I standing in the right place? Yeah, you don't need a lot. This is merino linen. So anyone who knows the joke about Noosa, linen, Noosa, same thing. Everyone's wearing the linen.
Everybody will be wearing linen up there.
Yes. And it's on a base by Great Ocean Road Mills.
Yes.
They're they are milling this beautiful yarn, gorgeous. They have it in a 3-ply, 5-ply. They have different weights. This is the 5-ply, and it has been dyed by the incredibly talented
Katrina.
Our friend from Pirate Pearl.
Oh, love
yarns.
her.
Like
Love
if
her.
you think we have funky hair, she beats everyone for funky hair. She's amazing.
I interviewed Katrina recently, so you can check out episode 62 if you want to know more about Katrina and Pirate Pearl yarns, because her colors are exquisite and the linen has like a really heathered look to it.
Because it catches the dye differently.
Yeah.
Very smart.
The raspberry coolie color. We were looking at the colors last night,
Yeah.
and I have fallen in love with it. I've got many sweaters in my queue. I'm trying so hard not to buy it.
No. You don't need it. You have enough yarn.
I know. I think you're meant to be enabling me though, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm your friend.
I have a lot yarn.
She has a
Anyway,
lot of yarn.
we had a little stash
Yes.
stash tour earlier, and
Plenty of yarn.
yeah, let me knit down. I think some of it, and then I'll be
yes.
after that in raspberry coolie.
She'll still do it later in the year. You don't need to buy it now.
Yeah. I think for a lot of people that's the case,
Yes.
right?
Finish what you're knitting first and then get another project.
And that is my thing. I
Yes.
am monogamously knitting this year, so I'm trying to get through some projects, trying to get through some back whips, or if I'm not going to finish the whip, I'm going to frog it and utilize that yarn.
yes.
So
Very wise.
anyway, back to the Noosa, because I'm really curious about this little round stitch
Yes.
here. I don't think I've ever done anything like it before.
Yes.
Is that the coffee bean? Is that what's called the coffee bean?
That is called a coffee bean, and it's my friend Emina who
Mm-hmm.
told me, Vera, this is a great stitch. It looks like cables, and it's not cables. Emina
It's
is
not cables.
no switches and swings is Emina, isn't she?
Stitches
Stitches and swings.
at Stitches and Swings on
Yes,
Instagram.
yeah, she's a lovely friend of ours, and
Mm-hmm.
she had just used this in something. So it's basically a column of 3 stitches that's stockinette stitch,
Yes.
and every 4 rows you pull the last stitch over the first 2,
Okay.
and then in the middle you add a yarn over, so it's knit, yarn over, knit, and then you do nothing. I mean, stockinette stitch.
That's simple
Very good, very addictive,
and
easy.
really effective. Like on the cardigan, it really stands out. Like it's got
Yep, and there's a bit on
quite
the
a body.
cuffs.
I love the detail in the cuff.
And the cuffs only go halfway in the pattern. I thought that was a bit funky.
I like that. I like a fitted sleeve.
Yeah.
And there's no.
So this is size 2. I have this for summer dresses.
Yes.
I cannot put it over a sleeve.
Yes.
Okay. If I want it over sleeves and more winter, I would do a size 3 for myself. And I'm 92 centimeters over the bust. So
Yeah.
if that's of any help to anyone,
Yeah. No, I had it on earlier, and I'm 95.
your arm
And
feels the
My arm filled it, but it was maybe I'd knit a size 3.
yes.
Probably because in Melbourne I'd more likely to wear something with a sleeve
Yes.
underneath it.
Yeah. Okay. So we got everyone hooked, you think?
I think the yarn pattern combination for this, and really for many of the Bendigo projects, I just think is unbelievable this year, and I hope people really get on board with these projects.
Yes, we all went like, okay, who's my favorite yarn producer / dyer? What yarn do they have that I could really love in a design?
Yeah.
And we went for the best. Like, I'm just obsessed with all of the projects and
Yeah.
the way they use the yarn. It's
Yeah.
so good. So good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm super excited about it. Hope you are too. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, thank you for having me.
no problem. This is really just a fun, quick episode to introduce you guys to the Noosa scarf and cardigan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I unfortunately haven't knit either the cardigan or the scarf, but there was a suggestion made to Vera that she turn her pattern into a sock pattern. And I've agreed to be part of Vera's test group for the Noosa Socks. So I'd love to share that work in progress with you right now. It's over here in this super cute grapefruit bag from, even this side is even cuter. Look at this. From Sean's Yarns. And I'm really looking forward to see what they bring to Bendigo this year. Okay, Noosa Socks. Here they are. This is the front, and then that's the back. It's got this beautiful coffee bean stitch. It's these round ones, and they are actually very simple to execute. And then these 3 traveling cables along the back. It's got a nice long leg. I love a long-legged sock. It's got a heel flap, and I am working on the gusset. And then the coffee beans continue down the front of the foot into your toe. So it's a cuff down sock with no ribbing. You get straight into the really fun bits. Let's talk about gauge for this. It looks quite small. I normally knit my socks, look at me pointing. I normally knit my socks on a 2.0 needle. When I did that for these socks, I probably knit about that much, and then I thought, oh, that's looking a bit tiny. And I tried it on and I couldn't get it over my heel. So I've bumped up to the 2.25, and that works. So you can see where I've kind of stretched it out up here. I haven't tried it on yet down here, but I know it'll be fine. So if you are a looser knitter like I am, don't automatically think you can go down a needle size on the gauge or for the needles, because the cables and the beans do draw it in. There is quite a bit of flex with the ribbing, so you've got that built in. But this has been a really fun and surprisingly quick knit. I think someone in the test group has finished, and we've only been going for about 2 weeks, and they finished both socks. Although I think they did a shorter leg, but it's been pretty quick. Mine is probably 3 sessions of knitting, maybe 4, because I have been going longer, but I ripped back the sock that was too small. The yarn. The yarn was a bit of a gift from Vera to me. I've been wanting to try this particular sock yarn, and it's available at her local yarn shop, Say Little Hen. It is the Onion Nettle Sock yarn, which is 70% wool and 30% nettle fibers. And this colorway is called Salmon. It's called Salmon on the website, the Say Little Hen website, but it is really color 771004. And that's what the label looks like. There are 185 meters in 50 grams. So it's actually a fairly plump sock yarn, although it's quite tightly spun. So I'm really interested to see what happens once they are blocked. And then we'll see how they wear. Look at that cabling. The stitch definition is absolutely gorgeous. Get my hand up there. Oh, it's a stunning, stunning pattern. If you haven't knit the Noosa sweater or the Noosa scarf because it's just feeling a bit too much, then just wait. This pattern will be out, I think, before Bendigo. And there's a shop at Bendigo that generally has the onion sock yarn called This Lush Corner, and you'll see me there for picking up a bit more. They just have some beautiful solids. Yeah, I'm super excited to get finished with these. So that's a Noosa Socks pattern coming soon. I did forget to say. When I was knitting my Noble sweater, I had seven skeins of the yarn, and this is what I had left over. That's it. I literally knit almost all of it. There was some serious yarn checking going on, but clearly I've got enough for my turtleneck, so I was very happy. I've been having this little pile on my desk waiting to record this episode because I thought it was so hysterical that this is literally all that's left after ends are woven in and all is said and done. There you go. The last project that I am going to share with you is my Sheep Show hat by Kath Martin Designs. Now here it is, work in progress. This is a beautiful beanie pattern. Look at that. And the stitch definition of this yarn is incredible as well. I hope I'm not, there is a mistake in it, and one of the cables I did the wrong way, but it's going to be covered by the brim, and I think it's on this side. Anyway, never mind that. We just turn the brim up over it. So where am I at? I probably have a few more repeats before I start the decreases, but this twisted stitch pattern is beautiful, and the ribbing is so plump too. The cables, there's no cables in this, it's all twisted stitches. Because I haven't worked on it in a while, sorry Kath. I've just put it down for some other projects that I wanted to get stuck into. But I'll be picking it up now because Bendigo is so close, and finishing up this hat. I have made this in Bendigo Woolen Mills Corriedale, their Woolamai base, and this is the color Pink Rock Lily. It's actually a very complex color. It's not coming up very well in the camera. Oh, you can kind of see it there. There's just subtle shades of pink and peach and almost some yellow in the mix as well. And it gives it a real depth. I'm super excited to get back into this because as well, I have a bunch of it, and I really wanted to try and make the mitts too. I have pretty small hands, so I'm always making the smallest size of mitts, and that means they'll knit up pretty quickly. So I reckon I could whip up a pair of the mitts too, and I'll have plenty of yarn, so I'll have a little matching set. But just a beautiful textured beanie. It's not too tall. I love a beanie that's more fitted around my head as well. And look, these twisted stitches, they're just beautiful. What size am I knitting? I think I'm knitting a size 2, like the adult medium. It's also got this little turn, the little turn row, so it will sit nicely once it's on your head. And with the twisted ribbing, it's beautiful. Thanks, Kath, for another fabulous pattern. If you don't know Kath's patterns, please go check them out. Same with all the Bendigo designers. Now, I can't make everything, and I'm much more of a knitter than a crocheter. So Shelly had the long crimp or short crimp cowl, as well as the staple poncho, and they're a bit more advanced than I was willing to try for this. And then Tess also had the mail clad cowl. So if you're into cowls, that one looks beautiful. It has a beautiful texture, as well as the mail clad princess socks, which are also beautiful. Susanna had another beanie pattern called the McKinnon beanie, which looked like a brioche dream, and I love brioche. I wish I could have made it, and maybe I will make it at some point. And I think that would, all of the patterns are really fun. We'll have a great time again at our meetup, looking at everybody's projects. That's one of the really fun things, is to see, you know, a different Noble sweater in a different color, or a different beanie in a different color, and the combinations and everyone's creativity is so inspiring. So please, if you have some time, join us, join in the fun, and we'll see you at Bendigo. Let's see, I think that does it for me today. This is a nice, short, sharp episode, but I hope you've had some time to sit and create with me, and I really appreciate your being here. So thanks so much, everybody. I'll have some more episodes. I have a table full over here of finished objects that I want to share, so I won't wait another 6 months for the next episode. And until next time, happy knitting!